Going into Goblin Slayer, actually. So, I just watched the first and second episodes, and I just want to talk about what I saw. So, the first episode, they showed that first controversial episode where the girl she gets assaulted by all the goblins, and they really show it again from a different angle, so giving people another angle to see this. So we're gonna talk about how wrong that was. If it was wrong, was it necessary? I mean, you already showed it in the first episode, and a lot of people hated it. I wouldn't say it was wrong in the first episode. What I'll say is, I really like when anime, they come with a certain realism. And I mean, if you got a bunch of goblins who are human-like intelligence, even though if they're a little bit back on that kind of intelligence, but they're human-like, and they get some girls, they're gonna kill them and they're gonna play around with the girls. That's just something that is realistic. Now, do you have to show it? Do you have to broadcast it in the way that they have? Maybe not. But what I will say is, it gives a realistic view to the viewer. And I understand that is hard to watch for some people, but I mean, just understand that like I would say it makes the anime better in the sense that it makes it feel more realistic, even showing it. The second time they showed it, second season, I would say that it was wrong. It was just straight up wrong showing it. It wasn't necessary. We didn't need that. But I mean, I guess they were just trying to like give you the feel like this is what Goblin Slayer is, you know. I'm a little bit sick. I'm just being honest, and like I kind of like seeing it from another angle. And like I'm the kind of guy who's like, when you hear something horrible, I want to look up and see what happened, and I want to know exactly how it happened. And so I did enjoy seeing it again, but I understand that, like, I mean, that's traumatic for people to see that. And so I would say it's wrong that they showed it again. It wasn't necessary, especially when you're going, I mean, there's more of that going on in the show. Maybe not like that, like explicit that they're showing it, but it's unnecessary to show it again. But I will say Goblin Slayer is actually so far better than it was last year. I like how they're setting it up. I'm a big fan of Goblin Slayer. If you can't tell, I really like the darker anime. The reason I do is because I like realisticness. In the anime, like for example, like when that girl, the little maze girl in the first episode, when all that stuff is happening, she pisses herself, and that's so realistic. They don't show that in a bunch of animes. It's not like that. It's not realistic. And yeah, I really like Goblin Slayer, and yeah. So we're gonna move on to we're gonna jump into sports anime. I'm a big fan of sports anime. Kuroko no Basketball, Major, all the Major renditions. I like Cross Game, if anybody heard of that. I like all kinds of anime. I don't know if you've heard of the Ugly Duckling, or I think it's called like a Hisora or something like that. Awesome anime, underrated. You should check it out. My OG favorite is Slam Dunk. Hajime no Ippo's great. There's a lot of great sports anime, and I hate how they haven't been giving us a lot recently, you know. And there's some animes that I'm waiting on some more from. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. For example, I'm waiting on more for Ace No Diamond. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I don't know if they're writing. Like I said, the Ugly Duckling, Hisora. I'm waiting on more on that. Hayuku. There's like so many that I'm just like wanting to see more. And like we just don't have a lot of great sports anime, especially like the baseball ones and the basketball ones. They don't give us a lot. Like we get a lot of soccer recently. I'm down with. I like the new soccer ones they put out, but it's not my favorite. I'd rather see the basketball, baseball. I really love those ones. I would like to see some more. Maybe put out some other sports. Yeah, I think we're just missing out on that a little bit. And yeah, I don't know if you guys know any that maybe I haven't heard of. I really dove deep into the sports anime realm though. Like, I've seen a lot. So, but some that if you haven't seen them that you should try out is Ace No Diamond, one of my personal favorites. It's amazing. Major, so many seasons of that. It's a little bit repetitive, but if you love sports anime, you're gonna love it. And The Ugly Duckling and Kisora. Not a lot of people know about that one. Maybe more people jump on that one. It's amazing. Horrible pacing of the show, but it was actually super amazing. So that's another one you should try to check out. All right, guys, I'm gonna move on to NSFW content, and really like where some anime characters rank. I'm talking about this because I'm a little bit of a weirdo, and I have this information because I found the information. I went to go look for this information, and now I'm gonna share some of it with you. Some of those crazy numbers that you might not know. But so, for example, Anya from Spy Family. I know this is a little horrific to say, but she actually ended up. I did a list. It's actually on my channel. I did a list and I did a lot of research, and she actually ends up in the top 50, like of all anime characters that qualify. She's in the top 50. That's a little scary. She's on there, so just know that there's a lot of people who are making content of that. I think that's horrible. Like, I'm a little weird, but I don't like that. Sakura Harina, I want to say she's 19. She's in the top 20. That's something to know. Hinata Hyuga, really high, top. I want to say she's top 5, top 3. Go look at my list. It's on my channel. You guys will love it. I did a lot of research to give you some of these numbers. There's some surprises in there. Go see it. It's awesome. I also have some videos of other like cartoons, and I did video games, and I did a few other things, but I don't know if I'm going to post it because I really don't want to make my channel all about NSFW content. That's not really what I'm trying to do. I love anime, but I think that kind of thing is not only is not important, but it's not really what the anime characters are. So I don't really want to like promote that. But yeah, there is a lot of weird numbers. You'll see some weird ones in there, like Nsfw, is that how you say her name or his name? Is in there. Go look at the list. There's a lot of surprises in there. You guys will enjoy it. Next, we'll talk about Jobless Reincarnation and just isekai animes in general, where I rank them, where I like them. My personal favorite isekai right now is Konosuba. I'm really all about the comedy, and I don't think it's actually the best. It's just my favorite. So if you guys have not seen Konosuba, go check it out. It's gonna have you rolling the entire episode. Megumin, she's hilarious. Aqua, my favorite character, hilarious. Darkness is great. The whole cast is great, and of course Kazuma. Without Kazuma, that show doesn't roll. As you've seen in the new Megumin's spinoff, it just wasn't as good. But yeah. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. Sorry if you guys hear that background noise. Somebody is revving in the back. Get me mad. But I'm gonna continue this video because that's what I do. But anyway, I want to talk about Jobless. Now, this is probably my next favorite isekai. I actually think it's personally the best. Like, just the world building and the characters. I don't have many flaws in it other than it's weird. And I will say it's realistic, but it's weird. Like, you know, I personally love realistic anime, so I did love this anime. I'm loving this anime, actually. I want to see more. But I'm not liking how, like, there's so much scenes that it's not necessary to show. Like, if it's adult, but like the kids, like, they're underage and they're showing like sex scenes of, like, I don't even know how that's allowed, honestly. Like, I know they're animated characters and they're teenagers and not really being specific about their ages, but like, they're obviously teenagers or younger and they're doing this. It's really kind of creepy, if I'm being honest, because like the main character is like a 30-year-old man who gets reincarnated as a baby, so that would make him like 40. I don't know exactly how that works. I would say that his mind is still relatively younger, so I'm not gonna get too into that and like how it is, but it's still kind of creepy. there's a lot of instances where it just doesn't seem necessary. Like there was the sex scene with got her name, with the redhead girl. I don't forget her name. I love that anime, but I don't know characters' names. There was the more recent one, but the elf girl, Sophie. It's just some of that doesn't seem necessary. Like it's like you're sexualizing teenagers or younger, and you know it just seems wrong. And the crazy thing is, the realisticness of it makes it a really good anime, but I think when there's some certain boundaries that you just can't cross, even for realisticness, and this is one that I feel like has crossed it. So like I remember like when it was first out, there was people saying that we're trying to ban it in various places, and I understand why. I mean, like this is not a show that a lot of people should be watching, I would say, even though I would say it's so good. So like at the same time, you should watch it, but like a little kid shouldn't watch it. I don't know. It's really good, but it promotes such bad things, and it shows such things that just should not be shown, such taboos. Even though like that stuff is normal, like teenagers have sex and like that kind of stuff happens. But I mean, showing it to the degree that they are, I think it's kind of bad. And like when I say teenagers, I'm not talking about like 17, 18-year-olds, because that's borderline, and I'm not gonna go on the high ground there. But what I will say is, I mean like I think this season, I don't know his age exactly, but he has to be like 15 or 14. Like that's not okay. And he before, what was he, 12? It's crazy. I think it's insane. But yeah. But I think it's great, which is weird. It's so polarizing to say, but it's great. Awfully. But I feel sick watching it sometimes. And maybe that's the same with Goblin Slayer. And I love animes like that. But like, there's some animes that do it. They give me that same feeling, but they don't go that far. So I would say it's probably not necessary. Like Attack on Titan, it's so dark, but it's so good. They don't cross that line though. You know, it's not necessary. I mean, I think it'd be better if they didn't show it and like maybe like hinted at it. That would be better. Because like they didn't actually show these scenes, obviously. But the hints and suggestions were like too strong, you know? Like so strong, like you saw some of it. I didn't like that. But anyway, guys, this will be the end of my podcast. It's a short one today. I'm not really off the ground of what I'm trying to do here. Tell me if you guys enjoyed it, what you would like to talk about. I would love to get some people in here talking with me. I'm not going live right now, but later I will. When I do this show, I'm gonna go live. But it was really fun talking to you guys about my thoughts. It's a short little video and about some controversial stuff. We'll get into some more of this stuff later, but see you guys later.